Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dialars Tactics. In this video, as the thumbnail says, we're going to talk about this guy behind me, Sergius, and more importantly, Sergius with his Fire Relic, because I ain't lying when I say this thing is absolutely OP. I liked Sergius with his wind weapon. It did some work. It helped me in Tarask, but as soon as you get his flame weapon, it just changes the game. Like, it just makes things easier. So we're going to dive into it, and we'll show you why. So, first off, Sergius, you cannot pull him from summons. Run, do not walk into this guy. Now, you have to get him from two different places. So you have to save two different kinds of resources in order to get him. First of all, clan shop. So the clan shop. So be in a good clan. Make sure you're in a good clan. And there are some things you need to buy every time this refreshes. As you see, it's going to refresh for me in 7 hours. But I think this is like, I don't know exactly. You know, these say monthly. These say weekly. Oh, no, this is a daily timer. So some of these things, like the relics and the pedestals, they reset. Well, the relics reset monthly. Pedestals reset weekly. Make sure you buy all those first. So every month, make sure you buy out all of these Storm Relic summons first. Then every week, make sure you buy all the pedestals. But everything else, all the rest of your currency, save. Because you see right here, I bought it. This is the only place you can get Sergius's Flame Relic, which makes him OP. So there's one shop. That's how you get his relics. So make sure you buy these out every week and month, but save the rest for his Flame Relic. Now, to get Sergius himself, you got to get him, and I clicked on the wrong button again. You got to get him in the arena shop. So yes, I know no one likes arena because of the way it's set up. Oh, look at that, Master 1. No one likes arena because of the way it's set up, but it is important because this is the only way you can get Florentius and Sergius. So if you, and again, like the clan shop, there are other priorities that you have to get in here. I would say monthly, your priority is most definitely this the Storm Relic summons. If you have enough currency, because they are expensive, then you can get the special summon tickets and the normal summon tickets. If you like playing arena and you place or rank high, you will get enough tokens to buy those. If you don't care about arena, if you just come in and do your one attack a day for the daily, at least make sure you're getting all the Frost Relic summons every month, and then save up the rest and get Sergius. And I would recommend, I did get Florentius too because I'm a collector and I like to have them, but I would recommend getting Sergius up to his Chivalry 3. Then maybe move on to Florentius. Tristan, you can get him in other places. So that is how you get. They're technically free to play because all you got to do is save up currency that you're already getting in game. But oh baby, once you get him with his Flame Relic, he just becomes insane. Now let's tell you why. Let's tell you why. So where is my bad boy? Right there. So I'm never taking this relic off him. It's just too much. And what makes it so OP is his C3. His S3. There's too many P's and C's and S's. It's his S3. It doesn't attack. His wind weapon, in his wind weapon, his C3 was a big AoE attack, and it had some attack gauge reduction aspects if the target was targeted by him. So he was okay. You know, that helped me get up to Tarask like 7. But it's an AoE attack, and oftentimes it does okay damage. You see, I put enough stuff into him that I got him at a 5 or 6, so decent multiplier. But his Flame Relic, although you are no longer attacking on this guy, recharges all allies attack gauge by 60%. 60! That's nuts. That is nuts, and we'll show you. And I also got really lucky because, you know, his I'm going to get it wrong. His S1 and his S2 are 6s. And you know that it gets more and more expensive. I think it does. The more and more you put into this guy. I think it does, but maybe not. But I got really, really, really lucky, and all of my, or the majority of my skill ups went into his S3. So this allows your team just to loop over and over and over and over and over again, because you're also going to have Morgan in fire who's reducing attack gauge. So between him increasing your attack gauge and Morgan reducing attack gauge, your team is just going to stomp content. So let's go show you some of the dungeons and some of the instances where I'm using him. So I was using him in Seal Temple, Master Death. It just made it a whole lot easier for me. Sadly, I didn't save up any attempts, so I can't show you. But let's go show you a dungeon. So Fortress of Sergius. Now, he is a wind target, which makes him susceptible to fire. And I just blew through this. Blew through it with Sergius' Flame Relic. So this dungeon is annoying, but it is a nice dungeon to do. Here's my team. It is obviously Morgan. Let's take her out of her arena gear. Morgan with her fire. Betty. If you had a fire relic Betty, this thing would be cake. But ice relic does okay too. Sergius Flame, all flame, Jillian Flame. Okay, let's just do one. Now this battle, if you haven't played it, is very annoying because these drakes. Let's target the one with defense. These drakes put up immunity. So you see Sergius not going to attack, but he's just going to keep on looping that attack gauge. And we're just going to kill. So I don't think they've actually taken a turn yet. But this guy over here, see how he has attack, or he has immunity? This is what makes this fight annoying, and you can't really put it on auto. So now, there you go. He took a turn. Cool. Now I don't have to play this stupid game where I've got to come in here and do Morgan's S1 and wait for Jillian to miss, so that we can just put it back on auto. So when you run this team in content, you're obviously going to run him with his S3 and his S1. Why? Because even with Morgan and Jillian in Vigor sets, you constantly want to prioritize Bedivere going with his S2. Now, since he's going his S3, even though he's in a Vigor set as well, Jillian, Sergius, and Morgan are all in Vigor, there will be instances where he won't have enough Vigor for his S3, and you don't want him doing his S2, because then you're going to result in an instance where Bedivere has to use his S1. So that's why, you know, even though this is an AoE attack that applies focus target, you really want to do at all times his S3 and then his S1. That way Bedivere will pretty much always have the vigor to do his S2 most of the time. So here, let's go. You see, we came out of this first stage 10 whelp phase with, I think they got one attack off on Sergius. Maybe they got another attack. I can't remember. But there we go. We're done. So now we're into the boss. So let's count how many times the boss takes a turn, not including his legs. All right, because he hits hard. He hits really, really hard. We see Sergius. Well, we got Bedivere coming up with another turn. Morgan's going to be the only one reducing the legs attack gauge. So, still nothing. We are almost down to the midpoint. There are more phases to this fight, though. Oh, is he going to get a turn? There you go. He got one turn off. And see how hard it hit? Like, my whole team went down to half health. So, if he gets another turn off here, he can actually kill one of my units. So, we got to loop this over and over again enough so that Jillian can at least get a round of healing on all 4 allies. Boom. Whack. Look at that attack gauge. All the way down there. Boom. Come on. Don't let him take a turn. Don't let him take a turn. Because he could theoretically kill my Jillian. Maybe not now with her having more health. So he is going to get another attack here. Or not. Oh, there he only did his S1. No. Still, one turn. One turn. That's it, one turn. And I know this can be done with common heroes, but why would you want to build them when this guy can do exactly what 2 common heroes can do? If you run, I think it's Bard or Bod and Dejarit, you can also kind of loop this attack gauge loop, but Sergius can do what in one hero what you need 2 heroes to do. So again, the boss has only taken 1 turn so far, and the right head is almost dead. So there you go. He didn't have enough attack gauge for his S3, but that's okay. We're relying on Jillian and Morgan to keep him under control, to keep his attack gauge under control. Still, finger in the air. Only one. Boom, boom. Get out of my room. And is he gone? He's gone. All right. The boss took 1 turn. 1 turn. So that gives you the ability to go out there and start farming 6-star keepsakes, which is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So I use him there. I don't use him in Nest or Origin. Obviously, Origin's a ice boss. But yeah, I definitely use him in Master of Death, because it just, again, just speed loop it. Because my team there is also Jillian, Morg, Bedivere, and then him. So makes the 10, farming 10 on this one, cake. And then other dungeons, let's show you. Most importantly, until I got the Flame Relic, I could not beat Tarask 10. Tarask 10 has got to be one of the most maddening fights ever. You see, though, it is a long fight. So Shrine of Storms 8, 2 minutes. But then we got into 9 and 10, 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. We'll show you the team. This is the team. Obviously, Sarah is OP for this fight. Claudus, you can get away with using, I think his name is Alan. So Alan is a common or an uncommon version of Claudus. In this fight, he is an AoE attack gauge reduction person who you are going to gear them. In fact, I think I took Alan's gear and put them directly on Claudus. Vigor with some effect accuracy, but then you want her, she's going to be your primary damage dealer, so you do want some attack on her. But this video isn't about her. It's not about her. I got to do a separate video on Tarask 10. This video is about the Sergius and the Fire Relic. So until I got the Fire Relic and Claudus, I could not beat Tarask 10. So we're not going to go through the whole fight, because I'm not going to submit you guys to 6.5 minutes. But you see right there, almost dead. But once you get through that first tail swipe or that first claw swipe, he doesn't move. He will not take another turn. The left arm might get a turn, but since you've got Sarah blocking the buffs, it's an ineffective move. It doesn't do anything. So with this comp, with Morgan reducing attack gauge, with Sergius ramping up your attack gauge, and with Claudus AoE removing attack gauge, it makes Tarask 10 boring, but absolutely cake. Absolutely vanilla, chocolate, whatever your favorite one is, cake. So we're actually going to get out of here, because I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to submit you guys to 6.5 minutes of watching us pepper away at him until his health bar reaches 0. But there's another instance where that weapon shines. Absolutely shines. And then, so if we're going to get out of the dungeons, if we go into hell, like I'm up to hell, let's just pick a random. I think this guy has some things I need. I need some more of these attack stones. So we'll see. Look at, here's the team. Now, I haven't made a video yet highlighting Clarison, but her at C3 attached to Bedivere. Baby. Good things happen. Good things happen. But let's just watch this fight here and see how it goes. It's going to be basically what you've seen. Again, skill order, same thing. In all content with this relic, you want to go 3-1. And then everyone else is obviously going, or S3, S1, and then everything else is going S2, S1. So what Clarison does, just so you guys know, is that I have her clocked ahead of Bedivere, and what she does is she is also an attack gauge buffer. She gives the whole team attack gauge up 40%, but it's on a passive. It's not every move like Sergius. And what she's also doing is she's giving the whole team crit damage up, which paired with a C8 Bedivere, it just makes content just mush. Just mush. You just be able to mow through things. So this is Hell Stage. So again, the same thing. As soon as we get rolling. Now, of course, I don't have 3 Vigor characters. In this instance, I only got the 2, which means he's not going to do it as much. But I like this comp for the story mode battles a little bit better. It gives Bedivere much more attack. So you can just nuke some of these lesser non-boss heroes really fast. Now we're kind of, now that he's lost his crit damage up from Clarison, it kind of slows down a little bit, but the premise is still the same. Him giving attack gauge up, and Morgan reducing attack gauge just lets Bedivere just like sniper, point and shoot, just before they can ever get rolling. They're done. They're done, bud. They're done. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough said. I think that's all I really need to show you guys. So, run, don't walk in the clan shop and the arena shop into this guy and the fire relic. Because the word of the day is going to be money. Because it is pure money, baby. So, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time. I am working, at the time of this video's recording, I am working on my master spreadsheet. It's looking pretty. I know that's not proper English. It's looking pretty. I will get that out as soon as possible. But the word of the day, the safe word of the day for this video is money. Or money, baby. However excited you feel about it. This fire relic, enough said. It is what it is. It is a game changer. So, comments, questions, concerns, down in the comment section below. Remember, money is the word of the day. If you put that in the comments, I will heart it, and I will thank you profusely. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, cheers, peace. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.